Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. As you beautiful people know, any tiff you may have, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. All my little cream-filled eggs, how you doing today? I hope wherever you're at in the world you're having a spiffy day so far. I myself am doing absolutely wonderful. It's kind of been a long day. She's been busy, but this little baby just arrived on my doorstep and I can't not film with it. I'm gonna be hanging with some good friends in a few hours, so I thought to pass the time we might as well slather this all over my noggin. Looks like it retails for, what the hell, where's the price? Oh, there it is. Okay, $59, which is very expensive, but kind of typical for a Natasha Denona. And it looks like they have a light version, which is what I got, as well as a deep version. I actually really like the deep version. Like, the eye colors are way prettier in my opinion. These ones are nice. They would work for a lot of people. Usually when it comes to face palettes, the combinations that they put in there really only work for like 2 skin tones, but they kind of did a bangin' ass job with this, at least from the pictures. We'll see how it is in person. I guess let's open her up. It's been a while since I've said that. We have the absolutely stunning looking packaging. It's very dirty, like instantly, so if you're the kind of person that cares about fingerprints all over your shit, you are gonna hate this. I personally don't mind because it is just packaging. What really matters is how the inside looks. Ooh, that's cool. This is the light version? Are we sure? No, it definitely is, but this blush is very, very deep. It looks exactly like the blush in the deep palette. In fact, most of these colors really don't look like how they do in the picture. For instance, this shade right here online is very, very pink. In person, it's just like a creamy brown. And this smoky shade online looks like a very pretty kind of warm brown, but it's definitely more on the cool kind of ashy side in person. Well, if we're being honest, I do kind of like this more than the version online. I wasn't super stoked to have a pink palette, and it's a good thing because we definitely do not have that. Otherwise, this is really pretty. I don't know if once I rub this cream blush, maybe it'll get a little bit lighter, but overall, it is still really pretty. Do I think it looks as though it's worth $60? I do like the Natasha Denona quality. I have yet to try a palette of hers that I really dislike. If anything, I don't really care for the color story, but the formulas are always pretty damn good. And this packaging is lovely as well. It's very travel friendly, especially if you're a makeup artist. Like, you could fucking throw this bitch on the floor, you could drop kick it, and it would still probably be fine. So I do appreciate that. Okay, I just have to feel this cream blush. Let's just dip into there. Really? That's a cream? Are we sure about that? This doesn't feel like a cream. It just feels like a really hard pressed powder, and it's actually a little difficult to pick anything up. Like, a little bit is picking up. Oh my god, it looks like my finger is burnt. But that's, I don't know, kind of a weird texture. I wonder if it just has to kind of melt a little bit. Here, we'll put that right there. Oh, now once it's kind of rubbed out, I can tell that it's slightly greasy, but it doesn't really feel like a cream. It just feels like a powder that has a little bit more binder in it. Which, I guess if I were to have a cream blush, I would much prefer that because a lot of times cream blushes just melt all my face away. I just can't get a cream blush to work. I know a lot of people can. I'm so happy for you. Love that journey, but I can't hop on that horse. However, this definitely seems like something I could fuck with. Can you even see it on my hand? It just like disappeared. They say to apply the cream blush, put it on the apples of the cheeks with just a normal blush brush. You can moisten your brush using the metallic shadows to get a foiled effect, and with the mattes, you just use a normal fluffy brush. I'm not really sure how to feel about this blush yet. I can't fully judge it, but so far, I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna pick that up with just a normal brush, simply because it was kind of difficult to go on my actual finger. So that'll be a fun ride. Let's feel the highlighter. Oh, that is heavenly. So creamy, super buttery. You just need the lightest touch to get a serious glow. Look at that. And it's adhering to my skin. It's not the kind of formula that kind of powders up because it's so damn pigmented or because there's too much oil in it. Just plops right down there like the bad bitch that it is. Let's just do live swatches of all these down here while I'm at it. Oh my gosh, inner corner is so fucking divine. Also, I love that these are called inner corner transition, crease, outer corner, smoke. But outer corner, I've never really put a shimmer in my outer corner. That's fun. All of those are beautiful. They feel exactly like one of the minis. All of those are out of this world. There is no primer on my hand. There really isn't much for them to stick to, yet look at how adhered and beautiful and smooth those those are. Oh, this is why I love Natasha. I still don't know that this is worth $60, but we'll see. I think maybe if there was like a bronzer in there, then I might opt for the 60. Although I guess I did opt for that price. I bought the damn thing. But usually that's how I feel about all of her products, and then by the end of the review, I'm like creaming myself. So let's go ahead and apply our base face, and we can play with this baby. Oh, I forgot the swatchy song. It's swatching time. Ooh, 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 ooh. That wasn't the swatchy song, but good enough. I'm gonna go in with my usual skin prep products, starting with the Nimyas. Then, of course, my Laura Mercier Blurring Primer. Then for foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth in the shade 118. And even though we are gonna do kind of a simple glam look today, I do only need like minimal coverage. For some reason, I'm just not feeling like a heavy contour or anything today. Plus, I'm a little bit scared that that cream blush is just gonna melt everything that I'm wearing. So I don't wanna put a shit ton of creams on my face just to have it ruined. Oh my god, my nose is dripping and I can feel some moisture on my face. I think I may have collected a little snot. Wee. Then I'm just gonna press that into place with a dry makeup sponge. Oh, that was too yellow for me. What the fuck is new? You know what? Let's just do the damn thing and go in with kind of an extreme highlight. So I'm going in with my Lancome in the shade Buff N. Oh, that sounds like buffet and now I'm hungry. And I know this looks like a lot, but trust me, this is very minimal coverage. So it looks like an ass ton, but it really isn't. And then just to add a little bit more coverage, I'm gonna go in with shade 250 on top of that. Just a few little drippy drops, he says as he paints his face with a gallon of product. All right, let's blend this daddy out. And then I'm not gonna set the rest of my face because we are gonna be using that cream blush, but just to avoid any creasing right under my eyes, I'm gonna take a little bit of Fenty Beauté setting powder and just press it right there. My under eye makeup will be on my titties by the end of this video if I don't set right here right now, so we gotta do it. God, it's pretty. I'm actually also gonna set my forehead because it's starting to crease up on me. We're a little bit of a hot mess express right now, I know, but we're gonna chug along and dive into this blush. I don't know what brush I should use, but I think the fanciest brush that I have is this Wayne Goss one, so let's try that. It has no product on it, it is clean. So let's just start by running this back and forth. Oh my gosh, she's shedding. Well, it really doesn't seem like that much is going on the brush. No, I guess a little bit is, but you have to like really work the brush around in there. It's somewhat on the bristles, see like the moist bits. Okay, so here we go. Usually when it comes to blush, I like to start on the temples and then slowly work towards my inner face. I know they said to put this on the apples of the cheeks, but I usually don't put blush there just because it makes my face a little bit too chubby. Oh, the first thing that I'm noticing is that even though I'm using the lightest hand ever, I'm literally just tapping this on my skin. It is pretty much disintegrating my foundation. Like I can see my freckles starting to show up. However, even though this is kind of removing the product, it's not doing as much damage as a lot of cream blushes do. Maybe you can't even see it, so I just sound crazy, but in person, I can just tell where all of my concealer and foundation is no longer there. However, is it enough for me to say like, fuck this? No, but the color also isn't like the most impactful either, so I'm just gonna take another little dippy of this and gently try to layer it on. I do still have to put on my contour and everything. I kind of did everything here a little bit backwards. I gotta say, it does actually look pretty damn good. Even though it is slightly eating away my foundation, it's nowhere near as bad as other products, so I don't mind this. Do I like it more than like my powder products? No. I mean, cream blushes are excellent at staying put like all freaking day, so they certainly serve their purpose and have their time and place, but this does also seem very buildable. Like I keep going back and forth between disliking this and really liking this, but also it could be this really hella expensive brush that's making this look so good, so I don't know. This side, I think I may have went in a little bit too heavy initially, and that's kind of why this side's makeup got eaten, because this side, I went in like maybe 4 or 5 times and gently built it up, and my makeup doesn't really look disturbed at all. So if you're gonna use this, definitely layer it. Don't go in ham like I did on this side. I'm still not convinced about the price yet, but we've only dipped into one thing so far, so let's move on. For primer today, I'm gonna go in with this Ace Beauty Eyeshadow Amplifying Base in the shade Light. And that stuff does kind of like to stay sticky for a moment, so I'm gonna tap whatever powder is left on this little poof just gently on the eye. Beautiful, so let's dive into our transition shade, and I'm gonna take that on kind of a bigger brush because I am gonna put it pretty much everywhere. That is just heavenly. There really isn't that much kickback. Like there's a tiny bit, but for the most part, everything just sticks on my brush. So let's do this. Oh my god. Oh shit. I just breathed in what I tapped off. At least my lungs are gonna be glamorous today. Anyways, I'm gonna take this right above the crease line, not quite all the way up to the brow bone. I don't want to lose that highlight. Oh my gosh, that is so stinking pretty, so smooth. It instantly just blends itself out. I love a palette that's perfect for a lazy hoe because that is me. I also think that powdering my eye primer really helped blend these out. I only just started doing that. I always used to apply shadows kind of to a sticky base, and that does really help if you're applying a color, but when it's like a nude shadow like this where you want it to be seamless, powdering primer is like the way to go. Any fucking who, that looks so stinking pretty. It is smooth. I have literally no complaints about that. The brush picks up a perfect amount. You don't really have to tap it off, so you don't have to waste much product. I've dipped in probably 3 or 4 times per eye, but just a light dip. I'm not swirling the brush around or anything. I'm just slowly applying this to really build this the hell up, and that seems to be the perfect method with this. Oh, that is nice. Okay, I'm starting to have different feels about whether or not this is worth it. Next, we can dip our tippy toes into the crease shade, and that too really doesn't have that much kickback, and I don't think there's been any fallout with anything. Okay, so there is our beautiful crease shade. Like it says, I'm gonna plop this right in the crease. Mother of fuck. Damn. Y'all, why do I always have to like this expensive shit? Like, a little piece of me hopes that this will suck so that I can return it and get my money back, but when it's really good, I just can't get rid of it. I will never use this again, but like, oh, it's nice. Actually, that's a lie. I do have a client coming up and I would love to use this on them, so this will be put to good use. But no, this shadow once again blended itself out. Like, there's kind of a good difference between the two. This one's a little bit deeper-ish. Maybe I should take that brown a little higher. I think my eyes are starting to get a little bit more hooded. Either I'm getting older or I need better skincare. I don't know which. Probably both. But I kind of wonder if they do have this row in the miniature version, because I would totally rather have that than this big ass palette, because in all honesty, if I'm applying makeup to somebody else, I don't know that I fully trust this cream blush yet. So if you can get this in like one of the minis, I would probably recommend that over this, but so far everything really has been quite nice. It is definitely the same kind of luxurious experience that you get with a lot of no-no palettes. Everything plays together really well. I don't even need to keep blending this. It just feels good. Like, I could have stopped 2 minutes ago. Let's move on to the other eye, damn it. Like, this almost seems a little bit fail-safe. On this side, I purposefully tried to be a little bit sloppier, just kind of going in like a toddler with a weed whacker. It's still blending out. It still looks really pretty. No matter who the hell you are, you could probably get this palette to work. And I like that. And you know what? I think while I'm doing this, I'm actually gonna also do my lower lashes. So in the same order on the lower lash with a smaller brush, I'm just gonna blend those babies out. We'll pop on that crease shade, and I'm only gonna take that about 2/3 of the way in. We don't want to completely close our eyes. I feel like this palette would also be divine if you used like a black kohl pencil and smoked that out with these colors. That would be, oh, so sexual. There we have all those colors smoked around. I am gonna bring the lower lash a little bit lower and deepen it up, but let's first dip into the smoke shade for the top lash. I'm gonna take that on a tiny little pencil brush. Look at that thing. The hours that I have played with this brush, it is just unreal. But anyways, this is the little glammier brush. I'm just gonna tap this right on the outer corner, and in another like 10 seconds, this is blended out. So easy. God, why can't everything be this easy? Like doing your taxes, grocery shopping, getting along with your racist aunt during the holidays? But no, nothing will compare to how easy this is. And we'll take a little bit in between the lower lashes. Once again, I'm not bringing it any farther than about 2/3 of the way in. We'll just kind of connect this up and down. So easy. So stinking pretty. And then on a clean fluffy brush, I'm gonna take that transition shade and just go all under here and kind of around the sides. Do y'all ever eat something where, oh no, I dropped it, where the moment it enters your mouth and melts on your taste buds, you're like, oh, this is nice. That's like what using this palette is. It's such a weird experience, but the more that I use it, it's like the more calm I am, and it just gives me good feels. I think it's because I go through a lot of times where I have a lot of doubt and I'm like, am I actually good at makeup? Like, should I switch professions? And then days like this where I come across easy ass palettes that just make doing looks like this so stinking effortless. That little flame inside of me is reignited and I'm like, I don't care if I'm not the best at makeup. Like, using palettes like this is what the fuck it's all about. Like, they're fun to use and you can create pretty shit with them. Who cares if I look like garbage? Although that's not totally true. Like, it is kind of part of my job to turn out a good look too. But I am really enjoying this palette so far. So let's move on to the shimmers. I'm gonna take this beautiful Lele Posh Cosmetics brush and dip into inner corner. Oh, that picks up really, really well. She is glittery, but I don't even mind that today. Pop that right there. Oh, and that sticks down like butter. Mother of hell, that is nice. I don't even like glitter, but that is just something else. I want more. You know, hold on, let me take a break because something that I didn't do for this review is look at the actual reviews that people have written on Sephora. Okay, well, one of the top reviews is this could have been perfect if it had a bronzer, which is kind of exactly what I said. I do, though, understand because bronzers can be a little bit tricky depending on the skin tone, and a blush like this is a bit more universal. Hold on, let's see what the negative reviews are saying. Okay, there's glitter everywhere, and it was a problem. I've not experienced that yet. They also say the blush is not very pigmented. You have to dig in and build it up, which we did have to build it up, but I actually kind of liked that. Opposite to that is the super intense highlighter, which don't seem to be friends. Cream blush was not creamy at all. Very, very dry. Doesn't look anything like the picture. Super fucking glittery. And the quality is underwhelming. 5-star reviews are saying that, yes, it is very pigmented, but actually quite a few are also saying that the blush is no good. I think I'm gonna stick to what I was saying, which was, if you can get this in the mini, get that. Like, the eyeshadows are absolutely the stars of the show here, and so why pay extra? But then again, if you do like a cream blush and a highlight, then totally snag it up. You might love it. I'm talking more of like personal preference here, so you do you. But that inner corner highlight is absolutely stunning. I'm gonna put a little bit right underneath my brow bone, and that's nice, but not quite as pretty as on the inner corner because it is kind of a chunky puff glitter. And actually, I think I'm gonna take a little bit more of that and put it on my finger and kind of slather it on the actual eyelid. Oh, that's really nice. It's super light and airy, which I know doesn't really make sense because most eyeshadows are. But when it comes to shimmers, sometimes they're just like extra creamy and thick. There's nothing wrong with that. They're beautiful, but this one, it still gives like the wet, glittery glow, but it doesn't feel as though there's anything on my finger or on my eye. It's just really light. I want to know her diet, because damn. Ooh, but we do have the slightest bit of glitter follow. Really not that much though, and I kind of have a feeling I'll be able to dust it away, but oh, fuck, that's pretty. I'm also gonna take that shimmer and kind of drag it up to the brow bone. I've been seeing a lot of people do that, and it just looks so pretty. It's almost like a halo eye, but not really. And then when you turn, it's like there's a beautiful gloss on the center of your eye. It's just so stinking cool. I love the fact that somebody could be doing or playing with makeup for years and years, and there's still always room to grow and learn new techniques. It's one of my favorite things about makeup. Okay, so all we have left is the outer corner color right here, which literally looks like liquid rose gold. It kind of picks up almost too much. I might be able to use this on both eyes, but we're gonna start right on the center and just pat this outwards. Ooh, the fallout on her is real. Oh, but that is beautiful. What the fuck? I'm not normally one to bring a shimmer out this far, but that is quite nice. If I do ever bring a shimmer out this far, I'll usually pat on a little bit of the darkest outer color just over it to kind of blend it together, but I really don't even know that I need that. Like, that is such a beautiful, simple, glam eye. Not sure that I would do this for like an everyday kind of look. It's a lot of shimmer for me, but if you're a shimmer slut, oh my god, you will be moister than the ocean with this. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that darker brown and just tap it right over this shimmer on the outside. Oh yes. Oh, this is good. This is just real good. Maybe everything will just like dust away too. Literally every glitter fleck that was on my face is gone. I wish real herpes were as easy to get rid of as glitter herpes. Nary a complaint is coming from me. I really have nothing to bitch about. I don't even mind that there was a little bit of glitter fallout. I know people said that this was like glitter alley, but maybe we'll wear this for a little while and see how it is at the end of the day. So let me just apply a little bit of contour and we can finish this shit show up. For contour, I'm going in with my usual Catrice Sculpting Squad. Oh, and that actually plays with that blush really well. Oh, this brush is nice. What is this? This is the Laura Mercier Glow Powder brush, and it is perfect for like chiseling out a cheekbone and contour. You go, Laura Mercier. A little bit of bronzer. Okay, so this side is like super freaking dark and really heavy, whereas this side, which I kind of built up a little bit more sparingly, I like it more. So if you are gonna get this palette, just really make sure to take your time with building up that blush, because I do think it does have the potential to be pretty. I don't know that it's necessarily any prettier than like a powder blush, but if you get this and like you have to make it work, that's probably the way that you're going to make it work. So let's finish finish up with our highlighter, which I am a little bit scared of because people said it was very pigmented and actually quite loose. Like, it's not the most tightly compacted thing. So this probably wasn't the best brush to use, but it's already on here. I don't want to be wasteful. Let's try it over here. If it looks ridiculous, we'll get a different brush. No, actually, that is beautiful. I actually think that using this fluffier, less compact brush made it a little bit less harsh. And so it just looks like a nice glow from within. It's not like overpowering and blinding. If you do want a blinding glow, I think you could very easily attain that with this. But today, I don't really need that. I like this. Maybe I do like the face products. What the fuck? All right, so this is a very incomplete look. Normally I would go in with lashes, but I'm actually not going to today because sometimes when I'm wearing glitter, the lashes collect all of the glitter fallout, and I want to see how this wears. Like, is there going to be glitter on my face? So I'm just going to leave this like this, no eyebrows or anything. Not that doing my eyebrows would make a difference, but like, why? So here we have it. In my opinion, I think this looks so beautiful. This was so easy to achieve. I did go in a little bit dark and bronzy, but I don't even mind that. I think this eye look was so simple, and I think it's really, really pretty. Like, with a liner and lashes, this would be so exquisite. The blush is not offensive at all. I do not mind it. Like, now that I have contour and bronzer on, that kind of covered up my little missing makeup spots. And so to me, this looks really, really good, especially this side where I slowly built it up. That highlighter is phenomenal. Yes, it is very poppin', borderline too pigmented, but I kind of feel like it would probably be really pretty on the eyes if you didn't like the glitter. Or if you wanted to switch shit up, maybe put the highlighter on the inner corner instead of that glitter. So here we are. There really isn't any unintentional glitter on my face, even with that highlighter with the fluffy brush and that highlighter just flying the fuck all over. It's not bad. Like, it looks like a good beat face. So I'm gonna give this a mini wear time test. I'll see you in just a second. All right, we are back. I will admit it's only been like maybe 25 minutes, much less time than I initially thought that I would have. But right after I finished filming, I did check out my face in different lighting. Oh, I also put on a lipstick, which is Tom Ford's Fetishist mixed with Laura Mercier's, I don't know, Rouge Essential? But right after I applied this, I went and looked in all my mirrors in different lighting, and this looks so fucking pretty. However, when I just came upstairs and rechecked my face, there's actually quite a bit of glitter. Like, not an ass ton, but enough to be able to like see it on my face in just regular lighting. And again, it's only been like 20-25 minutes. I've not gone running outside or anything. I've literally just been walking around my house. But I can actually see little glitter flecks flying into my eyes, and I can just see glitter just starting to creep out under there. And so I kind of have to agree with the lower reviews saying that this is glitter central. However, that doesn't mean that I dislike it. I think that next time I use these, I'm just gonna apply the glitters over something stickier, because in all honesty, it feels wonderful. The ease of use was just so beyond. And I really do like the look that we created. Like, this is the epitome of a simple glam. Like, effortless, but still expensive. I also think that a lot of the glitter is from my highlighter, because when I go like that, it does just kind of want to come off. So maybe you'd be better off using a setting spray immediately or applying this over a setting spray. But is there a lot of glitter with this? Yeah, there is. But is it like so much that I'm like, fuck the shit out of this palette? No. To me, it's manageable, which, coming from someone who hates the living hell out of glitter, that's not bad. So do I think this palette is worth it? No, I don't. The matte shadows are where it's at for me. Like, they're so easy to use. They blend marvelously. They're just really quick and easy. But the shimmers, though they are pretty and easy to use, they're kind of like a dime a dozen. Like, these shimmer formulas aren't anything like groundbreaking. They're pretty. You can tell that they're good quality, and they are very, very light. But again, I would almost rather have something not so light because it might have a little more oil in it that's able to adhere to my eye a little bit better. Like, when it's all said and done, do you really give a rat's ass if the shimmer feels like air on your fingers? I can almost guarantee you that if you put a thicker shimmer on your eye, it's gonna feel the same. So even though the light airy quality is fun, it almost hinders it because it's not able to stick onto the eye. But again, if you do put it on something sticky, I think you would be good. I think this would probably last all week if you didn't wash it off. So I don't necessarily think it's worth the price. Do I recommend it? Yes, I do, if this interests you, but do know that it's not faultless. It does a beautiful job, but when it comes to like the cream blush, you do kind of have to play with it a little bit and definitely build it up. And if you are the kind of person that does a look like this frequently and you want something super simple to work with, then you probably would like this, and I do recommend it. But if you aren't gonna apply the shimmers directly to something sticky and you mind having a glitter waterfall on your face, then don't touch this. It's not gonna be worth the price for you. You're only gonna be able to use a couple things out of this, and at that point, you're just better off getting a different eyeshadow palette altogether. So yes, my loves, there you go. Let me know in the comments below, what do we think of this look? Ignoring the fact that I do kind of feel naked without liner and lashes and mascara and brows. But if we can look past all that, I personally think this is pretty. Is this a palette that you would try? Have you tried it? What did you think? This might be a total bust for some people, I don't know, but I do really like it. Oh my goodness, there's just so much glitter in my eyeballs. Is this what Elton John sees? All right, my loves, I'm gonna go hang with my other friends. Thank you so much for being here. I love having you. And if you'd like to support me and my channel just a little bit more, please feel free to join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Poplux. There you get videos a day early, you get Patreon only content, plus best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, will be available again soon at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!